Hey guys, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It is 5 a.m. on the dot here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I want to talk briefly about just one more reason why we need to elect a new president, why Donald Trump should not be reelected in November. And this is a big deal, is his continuing division of this country. A president should unite the people. It's one of the most important things if we're going to have a solid, strong country. If we're truly going to make America great again, we've got to be united. We've got to have a leader that's going to bring the people together. I think we can all agree on that. I mean, of course, there's going to be differences and arguments, but in general, we need a leader who's going to try to overcome those things and bring us together to make us strong as one unit. Right? Makes sense? Okay. This is just another example of how Donald Trump does the exact opposite of this. All right. Let me take, for example, he and Pence have now come out with this 3-phase plan to get America back to work. Okay. It's a good idea. Let's start thinking about It's never too early to start planning to get us all back to work, to get the economy rolling, to get ideas going. It's a great idea. Cool. I'm good with that. All right. He's talking about if the numbers go down in states over a 14-day period, that should be an indicator that you can move forward and maybe slowly start getting some people back into work. Sounds good. Sounds good. The key thing here is this needs to be the advice of medical professionals and not just somebody like me saying, well, that sounds good, or some Trump supporter saying 8 days sounds good, 10 days. It should be based, of course, it should be based on medical fact, on how the virus functions and all that, and the scientific data. That being said, this idea that a 14-day decline could be a indicator that we can start moving forward to go back to work. Okay, sounds good. All right, so one group of people hear that. But within not even 12 hours, 10 hours, Trump is now tweeting. He turns around and he's tweeting liberate. He's talking about getting back to work before May 1st. He's putting out mixed messages, like I said, and then he's cheering on. Now these protests are spreading to more states now, as we could all see on the news this morning, and I think it's in no little respect. This is because of Donald Trump cheering them on. Basically telling literally telling these protesters to liberate, in all caps, themselves from their Democrat governors. I think probably in general, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think my governor, who's a Democrat, is being responsible and realistic in his taking it slow and cautiously. I agree with that, as with Governor Cuomo of New York and all that. And this is what Trump does, though. He puts out one message to appeal to the more moderate, the more intelligent voter with this 14-day plan. Then I'm sure he thinks about it, and he turns around, and within 12 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, he'll tweet out a contradictory message. And that's aimed at his far-right base now, to inflame them. Basically contradicting the 14-day thing and any of that, and saying, let's get right out there, let's get back to work. This is, overthrow your governor, get back out there. And we see these people immediately, more and more each day, listening to their dear leader, gather together with guns and no mask, just flouting the rules that are, of course, still in place. You see what I'm saying here? It's two different messages. On one hand, he's saying, okay, we got this this plan. We're going to take it slow, and I see Pence more pushing that. And then within a few hours, Trump contradicts it, and he sends out this dog whistle to his far right base. So what he's doing here, he's sending two direct messages to two different groups of people. What does that do? That creates conflict, is what that does. It divides the country. It's like the two faces of Trump, the two different the multi-personalities. We can't have a leader. No good leader does anything even close to that. I mean, if you want to tear apart a country, that's what you would do. The only thing that could result in sending out two different messages in such a short time, two conflicting messages, the only thing that can do is create conflict. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten further. I'm surprised that I don't even like mentioning that because I'm afraid it'll happen. But I'm surprised it hasn't even elevated itself to physical confrontations with these far right supporters of Donald Trump. And the gatherings, these protests look. A few of them look like they're right on the verge of going over to violence. So anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Another reason why Donald Trump should, without a doubt, not be reelected. I mean, what he's doing is literally tearing apart the country. Is what he's doing. I think his motivation here is he wants to win. He wants to win with everybody. He wants all he's thinking about is his reelection, his ego. He's saying what one group of people want to hear, and then he's encouraging another group of people to do something different, trying to get the vote of everybody by putting them at each other's throats. And then as soon as I'm saying that, as I'm just saying these last sentences, all I could think about is, remember we talked about Russia and why Russia why it would benefit them to support Donald Trump. Here you go. They could by having Donald Trump president, you're tearing America apart from the inside without firing a shot, without firing a missile. So I mean, I could clearly see why Russia would support Donald Trump. All right, that's it for now. I'll be back later. You guys have a good Monday.